How's everybody doing tonight? Sorry for a very, very late stream. I honestly came home from work after about 11 hours of work and ate, and next thing you know, I was out cold, slept. So we're doing a late night stream. I was not expecting that, but yeah, this week's been very busy at my day job. So I think I put in like 53 hours this week. Just devastated. I woke up, I was like, oh crap, I'm way overslept. So my apologies, guys. We'll be back to a better routine tomorrow and then next week. Just there's a little bit of complications I had with work. So yeah, just what we got to do. But anyway, so I was originally going to do something different, but given the time and the hours, I figured let's go ahead and just do EU5 tonight and see if we can get close. I mean, we are really close. We just need to take this and this, and we should be pretty close to the borders based on what I saw. We might be a little off up here, but I've been overall impressed with how this has worked. I think I could tweak it up. There is another test I want to do at some point, which is see when the earliest I can attack the Mamluks. If I could do it while I have the Rise of the Turks and use that to attack them. But it's a kind of an experiment that I want to do and see if it is even possible, as this would be great real estate to have very early on, but I don't know if it's possible because they start with like massive super stacks right at the very beginning, and I think there's somewhere in between it's gonna have to gamble a little bit on trying to beat them and get as much regulars as possible. Other possibility is allying the Horde first instead, and which means changing the strategy to go after the Retinids first while the Horde's attacking them. That way we can turn around and try to form an alliance with those two to go after the Mamluks, because based on what I've seen, if they're attacking with those land units early on, they devastate. So it's going to be something I'm going to be experimenting with to see if it is possible. I think it could be, and then once they're down, you can turn around and go after the rest, like business as normal. Anyway, without further ado, smash the like button if you like the video or stream. Hit the dislike if you dislike it. Let's rock and roll. I'm going to turn on the music that we have for this campaign and figure out where we go from here. 470 pops, no location. I don't really know where they're coming from, but I mean, they're coming from over here, but I just like, I don't have a fort here, so I'll let my subjects deal with it. If Morocco does attack, we'll change plans. I don't think they will, but let's go ahead and start the show. We got universities and all sorts of stuff by the estates, which is really nice to help get that growing. We're going to try to get a few more towns too. We're economic hegemon. I don't know how, because Wu is way better than us, but hospital clergy. That's interesting. Okay. And I want to go ahead and build a city, maybe right there. And I'm going to go for our pike shot. So I need to start banging some money. And we are at war with Morocco. Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess this changes how we do business. We got the slow 10 years. That's fine, I suppose. I mean, we can't really argue about it. Disrupted by a set of rebels. Definitely wasn't expecting this. That kind of changes our game plan. There's our pike shot. I'm gonna go and take the hit to our stability. Means we're gonna fall into debt again. I don't think it'll be as bad as it looks. Looks like we're dealing with a lot of rebels. All of a sudden. Well, we'll be able to take them all out in no time. Just need to get over there. We got rebel scum everywhere. So we can tone it down a little bit. Guess we'll tone it down a lot. Damn. We'll adjust that accordingly. Okay. I think we should be good there. There's hardly any rebels, but still dealing with Rebel Simulator. Okay, this one's done. Take care of that problem real fast. And free money. Where's his, oh, that little province there. Yeah, it's a waste of coin. Consider what we got going on. And let's go and crank this stability back up. I guess I should have raised more ships. Oh well, we'll be okay. Another subject's down. Let's improve relations with him. Let's see where we're at on this guy. All right, we'll go for annexation. Get that out of the way. I think he's still not part of everybody else. All right, we improve Penny with him. There we go. All right, there's my army. All right, let's go deal with these guys. We'll stop here at the mountains to recharge our morale. Unless they rush for me. Then we'll just shred their armies. In a way, this solves our Morocco problem. Ooh, yes, we go in debt to get our stability back up. It's pretty costly. All right, Bulgaria's defeated. I'm gonna take all their money. What's that? And we just got to finish this battle. Fortunately, we got sidetracked. Damn, both of these are really good. I'm gonna go with this one to improve our research speed. We'll tune that one down. See if we can get some more money squeezed out of some of these guys. Was not expecting to go to battle with all these guys, but well, nothing surprises me either. Another one done. I'm gonna go for his army. Stack wipe. He's gonna come up around there. I think he's gonna run again. Yeah. Ooh, another fun event. Guess we'll take that hit too. Is there any other hits they want me to take? I suppose we crank this up a little bit more. I could pay a little bit more taxes for now. We'll crank this up a little bit to offset our court costs. I'll deal with the inflation. I don't know how the hell this dude's flying over here with no food either. I feel like he disbanded his army. There we go. Took out his army. Back this way. I have no idea why he's sending his troops this far out just to get destroyed. Okay, I'm slaughtering all his troops. I don't know what the point of that was, guys. Okay, we can cut our inflationary spend by a little bit. Morocco's got 5K just sitting out here. Well, then I'm going to take out his navy. Okay, well, they sacrificed their whole navy. For what? I don't know. But okay. Oh, Yemen got involved. Well, I'll leave it to my subjects to push back and forth. I didn't think I was going to have this kind of crazy war. I'm saving my troops for the Mamluks, but holy crap. All right, grab that. Let's increase opinion. Reduce. Yeah, these guys don't have much power anymore, so I'm not getting much impact. Let's retake this territory. We'll split our forces up. We'll go over here. We got some good leaders now. The crazy part is I can take a bunch of land from him. Just grab all this. And then I could just come right down here. Let's see, leave them too fractured. So they want me to eat the rest of that. Or we can just do this. Take the fort. Let's see. We take that, that puts us at 108. I want their forts. All right, so I guess that's going to be the peace deal. We'll get a good chunk of Yemen out of the deal, plus a vassal that we can use claims on him. Okay. I think Morocco's out of troops. Yeah, they're pretty much toast. Okay, where's this guy at? Oh, he's down there. Oh. Okay, even better. So I can begin sieging all their stuff down. That still worked out in our favor. Go ahead and bring back our taxes for our states. We are bleeding money, but we can deal with that. And this guy's just going to be starving. Ooh, we failed again. Well, not much I can do about that. Once these are done, we can work on getting stability back up. I needed to get that tech. So what we're going to do, so I wanted this. We're probably going to drop that. For now. I'll have to get the Janissaries shortly. And let's find it. Pike and shot. All right, that opens the door for a lot of good stuff. Should be able to scroll up here and get it all. We're gonna go right to advanced tree here. Now we unlock this. What we want to go with is right here. So we're going to grab that one. We're going to grab all our new units. We're going to grab our military tactics. Supply limit. I want to grab anything involving that. Now, the nice thing is we do have this we want to grab. So we're going to grab the House of Parliament. And we also want the merchant quarter to enhance our trade. We'll increase the RGO. Government reforms were capped regardless, so we'll worry about that later. And then we'll go ahead and get... I did screw this up. All right, let's reset this. I want the match lock for our levies. Then we can go ahead and grab the rest here. Put right down here. And I'll grab our merchant quarter. Then we can grab the foreign culture law and the dry docks. Right, so that's taken care of. Then we can tech the other stuff. Split that even further so I can go after his unit here. We gain upkeep to shrines or take a stability hit. Well, we'll lose taxes, I guess. Thank you for giving me another hit. All right, we got more rebels. That's fine. All right, let's see if we can piece Yemen out. We got a nice little benefit from Yemen jumping in like an idiot. They won't accept by 4. So if I just don't act greedy and I take that, I take all their forts. And bam. I just got deep into Yemen. I got a subject. I can get a claim on Yemen so I can finish Yemen. So we are good there. Then we've got a new rebel, which, oh, he's right there. Well, all right. I'm not worried because Morocco has no troops anyway. This is turning into a little kind of pain to get out of debt. Guess I'll turn off fort maintenance. I do not want to turn off cultural investment if I can avoid it. I may have to. Just for a little bit. Morocco got troops back, really? Interesting. Okay, that fort's down. Let's south down here. I'll take whatever money he's got. I just want to get out of that debt. And we'll adjust our stability. There we go. Are the knights converted? They are. All right, we'll go and integrate the knights, I guess. Them. Theodoro integrated. Yes, they are. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and make these guys begin changing up. I think these guys have not changed yet. Let's go ahead and make them change their religion first. Georgia should be ready, I think. No, they're not. I don't want to take too many more. All these guys are trying to coalition me. It's adorable. Not gonna happen. The Zab's loyal, all right. These guys are loyal. I don't have to worry about that. If I can get a siege done, I'll go ahead and go back after Morocco. I want to breach through their forts a little bit more. And we're losing more money. Dang it. All right, we'll adjust again. Back and forth, back and forth. Crank that money up again. All right, that's forts down. All right, we'll go after Morocco's forces that are starving to death. I want to get this loan paid off. We had to take the chance, though. I mean, we had to do this. It really wasn't negotiable. Where's Orthodox at? Slowly going bye-bye. I can hold off a little longer, then I'll switch one to stability, or until we get the other cabinet position. I need to readjust down here too. as soon as I can. Oh, there we go. Cabinet laws. All right, let's see what we want to do. Get rid of legislative efficiency and everybody loses power. I'm okay with that one. We have quite a bit of stacked legislation efficiency, and it really doesn't matter at this point. My antagonism is going to be ridiculous no matter what I do. Ooh, a random event takes stability down. Ugh. That fort's down. All right, let's go for his capital. Stacked wipe. What we want to see. So I'll go and retake. Oh, I guess I can tech these guys too. All right, we're going for his capital. Hopefully we can take that down pretty quick. I don't like slipping on this, especially with Wu right on our asses. I want to get this debt cleared though. Is there any other? I think right down here. Never mind, we got him. Perfect. Now the rest of our guys can deal with any rebels we have coming over here for now. I need help with stability. I need to get that. That's not going to help me. Stability. There we go. I'm going to try to get a little bit more money squeezed on him. Now, can I piece them out separately? No. So what I want to grab from Morocco, I want to grab Fez. And Fez has a massive, massive claim to land. Perfect. And what about Marrakesh? Marrakesh, I think, does too. Yes, they do. So we want to get Marrakesh here. I'm also going to make Morocco peace out everybody, or in their treaties with everybody. Oh, it's just Aragon. Never mind. And we'll take this side for ourselves. So our peace deal we'll kind of mess with once we're there. No reason to change anything up now. But on the plus side, I'm going to go up here and siege that. Since Morocco doesn't have any troops really to deal with us. We could get the New World. I don't want anything in the New World right now, so we'll just stick with that. Rebels. Croatian's going to pop up. Hungarians, I am worried about that one, but we do have a Vassal swarm to deal with a lot of this, so whatever we got to do. Croatia is going to jump in on that one, unfortunately, but they're going to be defeated real quick. Yeah, Hungary is going to jump in and attack us again. We might pull our levies for that one. We might. Just so we're everywhere and anywhere. Need to get our stability back to max. Good news is my vassal swarm's heading up there. So we are expanding our empire, just not quite the way I anticipated. Is he still pissed at me? Not that bad, okay. And that debt's done. My guys are starving to death there. Maybe this was not a good idea. I'm gonna come back up here and replenish my troops. Yeah, that was not a good idea. They're just starving like crazy. All right, so we got another one. And Hungary's gonna jump in on this. All right, I guess we gotta call in our levies now. On the plus side, we needed to get more of Hungary for our territory. Well, I guess we're about to. I got so many wars going on now, it's not even funny. All right, I need to finish Morocco off. That way I can deal with Aragon at some point. We got quite a bit of stuff going on everywhere. Just gotta siege that down. I wish my main forces were up here to help deal with Hungary, but soon. All right, that fort's down. Morocco is pretty much toast at this point. I just need to get Fez down. Ugh. And we just took a nasty ass loan because our ruler kicked the bucket. So we gotta adjust again. Hopefully he has a decent son. I don't think he does, though. I'm gonna turn forts back up. $10 ducats on interest sucks. Well, I don't know where else. I guess can't really turn anything else down. I mean, we could turn that off. I really don't want to turn this off. Let's go with that for now. The good news is this guy's done. We'll take our land here, and then we're just gonna cut him off right there. Maybe that's too much. Huh. We do that. cut or redo our piece still. I want that for sure. Guess that's quite a bit. I'll make sure, let's see where, I'll make sure I have. Marrakesh is right here. Okay, so I want Marrakesh. Take that. And I can get claims on Morocco. Okay, if they don't like that, Bez is right here. All right. So if we're right next to his capital, shouldn't be an issue. So just take out the capital. I want to take that fort there. Or take that if I could. There we go. So we can release these guys and problem solved. All right, next problem. Now serving problem number 2. Need to get our navy together. So I can pick up our regulars and join the main fight. Split this army up. One will be a general. I guess he's old enough, it don't matter. And we'll send our guys this way. All right, that rebel's done. I'm not gonna bother with the Croatia one. I want to just get on to our next battle, our next affair. I'm gonna get our regulars back over here. We'll restabilize our economy once this is all said and done. Morocco's now on the coalition list. That's fine. Let's do a rebel crackdown on the Orthodox for now. Commoners are pretty upset. 87 locations. Ugh. I got hit with a lot of expenses at once, and this is definitely killing me. Hopefully he'll live for a while. I mean, his stats suck, but I don't think his kids are going to be worth a shit either, so it's like, yeah, none of them are that good. Yeah, none of them are really good. They're all just diplomatic, which isn't a bad thing, but it is kind of a bad thing when we're trying to get all this stable. Good news, I should be able to get that. And I'm gonna go after their fort. Oh yeah. Okay, we pushed him back. So much for taking on France. I mean, not France. Egypt. That kind of changed everything. But nice, we still got some rebels. Transylvania is just going to pop up there. That's silly. Okay, we can retake that. Push it back. And we'll go with offensive. Guess I'll go down here and hit this one. This won't wipe out their troops where we can. And let's go ahead and we'll make him a general. Well, definitely a bad time for this guy to scream he wants independence. Considering they're about to get wiped out, but it's basically free money. And there's our next fleet. Knights. I think we're ready to integrate them. Yes. I'm gonna start annexation, get that out of the way. Then we had this nation over here that we've never touched really. That we should probably go and make them change culture. They've been like that forever. Check this one. All right, he's ready to be annexed. Scrap him. Good news is our capacity is low, so we have room to get a lot more vassals, which is what we're trying to do. We got a few more popping up. It's pretty much the never-ending rebels. Let's see if I can. I was going to try to get our legitimacy back up a little bit. Sooner we get that maxed out, the better our finances will be. Maybe I'll make. Well, I can't make Hungary pay a fortune. I was gonna say maybe we just beat him up and take his money, but nope, ain't gonna work. Good news is he's lost a crap ton of troops. I wasn't sure why that army was just sitting there. Then we can go ahead and detach levies. Get rid of the fishing boats, don't need them. We'll send that back. It's like free real estate with these guys. Give me all your money again. There we go. Good news is I should be able to split this army up. I'll seize that. Should be able to split that again. Should be able to split this. We're pretty much secure. Okay, another one. Now, which one's this? I don't even know who this one is. Some no. Do they even have a territory? Okay, so 56 troops with no territories and attack us. Okay. Makes sense. Knights are done. I feel like they're just throwing troops at me to throw troops at me now. A lot of these small nations are trying to do their coalition. That's fine. Meanwhile, Egypt's getting stronger. I was hoping I could have went after them. Cool. Some legitimacy that'll help us. And we lost our cabinet member. Okay, so we cracked down on that for a bit. Should be good. Let's get to converting. We're doing what we can to get rid of a lot of our Orthodox problem. Next one we gotta worry about is the slave one. Good news is we can crack that one down. Okay, so we've pretty much pushed him back at all angles. All right, let's find our land. Okay, we got that land. Now, how do I want to take this land? I also got to watch my aggressive expansion here. But take that. Can't make him annul treaties. If I do that, nobody really cares. If I go for more, if I decide to try to push it a little bit, so the war's still going to go on for a little bit longer. So if we do this, we could work on the Papals and Florence. If we push that, 119. So if we go 92, Papal's really the only one. Florence. Okay, so that's going to be our set goal. So we're going to eat further into Hungary. I think that'll work. So I'm going to go ahead and approve opinion. And then Florence. The hell's Florence at? Obviously, they're not an issue if they're that tiny. Okay. Yep, that's pretty much what I want. Looks like they're winning a few here and there. And we can go here. Our levies are still pretty good. All right, just gotta push a little harder into these territories. I'm gonna switch over to legitimacy, since that is killing our finances. Pretty much everything is right now. I'm gonna turn off our forts. Don't need the fleet. Let me crank this back up. Go back into debt or inflationary. Just have to adjust it. We'll turn it back down shortly. I'm gonna try to get this done as best I can. We're not, I don't think we're gonna make to 1500. We had these surprise wars with nations that I was gonna go after anyway, but yeah, we did kind of have this unexpected situation. Oh, yeah, he didn't have any troops. That's right. I forgot about it. Well, no land. I don't even know that really should be considered a white piece. That's more like, what were you doing here? What were you thinking? You had no army. Kind of scenario. Let's see if they're willing to peace out yet. Nope. Okay, we'll keep staying it then, as long as we can. There's our backup. They're still sieging. All right, more land for us. There we go. We'll go back for their city there. About to go into debt again. All right, we'll hit that inflation switch. Hopefully this guy will live for a while. So we've got a mess. I would have rather have taken money from Hungary, but I should be able to hold this just a couple more months. Poor levies are just getting pushed back. I'll hold off on the New World one for a while. We don't need that one for any of the projects we're doing. We're at 34 literacy too. That's good. All right, we can drop that one. I'm going to switch to help stabilizing country best we can. It's gonna be nice when I can release some of these vassals that we've been wanting to for a while. I think this is one I needed to convert. Yes. Get them to change religion. So they're losing their religion. And make them change their religion first. I'll make them change their religion. I'm okay with them being mad at me. I can turn this. Can't turn that off. Damn. We'll have to go a little bit longer then. Not sure what's kicking our butt, guys. We'll just stick with the inflation a little bit longer. I don't want support. I don't need that. I would have liked the debt one. $38 on that one. Tax exempt. Not like they pay taxes anyway. Really surprised how hot everything's running. So close to ending this war. Oh man, we're getting there, guys. They can endure like the rest of us, yeah. Isn't that the truth? If I could just take one territory away, I might. Doesn't look like it's gonna matter. I must send those levies home though. Something changed within our economy. Because we used to have this maxed. And I couldn't tell you what changed. But Woo is number one everywhere. I mean, you can't catch up to Woo. I don't think anybody can now. Let's see if they're going to peace out. Not yet. If we get a little bit more to 100%, I'd consider doing a few other things. Change a couple laws here and there. Yeah, the money's fluctuating quite a bit. I can definitely feel like this money thing just keeps changing a lot to where it's not stable, so I can't predict what it's going to do. It's definitely a pain. I didn't want to push the commoners too much more. Let's just do that. I'm just gonna have a marry a random noble. Ugh. Okay, well, we'll kill stability then. Try and get some money. That's done. I'm gonna send these guys home. Four. It's almost over with. I really don't want Wu to overtake us on our culture. Let's see if I can tweak that. Right now, what I wouldn't do just to take a ton of money from these guys. Are you kidding me? We're at 2% left, or whatever you want to call it. Well, press on. Holy shit, I can't predict. 1 minute says we have money, next minute says we don't. See, it just changes too much. I can't read. I'm not a psychic. I cannot read why it's changing so much. These wars have been so damn costly. All right, let's see. Can we peace out yet? I know we were all dying of old age here. Let's see there. Okay. Finally. Whew. Now maybe we can get things under control. All right, now let's go ahead and restore some freaking order. Great historical. I need Fez. I need you in the game. I need Marrakesh in the game. Cuckoo. I don't even know who Cuckoo is. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? I don't know. Create subjects. Yeah, sure, we can do that one. Give that to Fez. If I can't core it, if I can't make use of it, I would rather give it to my subject. There. All right, we're set up here. All right, next thing. Create subjects down here. We're gonna make yam. On. There we go. Can't do anything else there, so let's go ahead and create a custom subject right there. All right, well, we get some order restored here, guys. I think we'll go ahead and create, can't do a historical, but we can do one there that will feed Yemen. We'll do that one right there. Thought we released that one. I'll send that random guy over there. All right, we're set up. I think. Yep, good. So they can do a follow through on Yemen. So we can take that land. Perfect. Over here. Over here, we're still looking good. We're still integrating. Very close to integrating these guys, and they're doing work. We'll get 7 new guys. So I gotta make sure we're not overextending too far. That's cores. I don't have anything I can really go after them for. Yeah, they're up there. This is kind of untamed land out here, so let's see what we can do. Release them, which I think we're going to. They can do more with this land than I can, and I'd rather just take taxes for the time being. No provinces available. Oh, I guess I released that one too unintentionally. Well, that's fine. It was their land anyway. Oh, I guess I naturally released them all. That's fine. The rest I can deal with. I need more money in taxes anyway from these guys. And I shouldn't have to worry about any rebellions. Most people are pretty satisfied with my empire. Okay. And our Diplo cap. Close again. No dice. And do we have any more historical up here? Not really. So we'll do a custom up here. So if we take that, and I think we'll go ahead and give them an extra province. Yeah, we'll do that. Then Transylvania, they've done a really good job. I'm going to go ahead and give them this land. So probably keep them permanently as like a march or something. I mean, they've done so well, I don't really... There we go. I don't have to worry about rebellions or anything. And historically, Transylvania was a vassal for a long time of the Ottomans, so we'll just keep them historical as possible on that one for the time being. And then Bosnia, I'm going to go ahead and keep him too around for a little bit longer, maybe. We'll give him that. I do believe that I can still get a follow through on Hungary, and there's still plenty of battles I can do against Hungary too. Maybe we did get it all. All right, that's fine. Just want to get our economy back on track. We did lose 2 million. Just because we gave a lot of land out. Okay, wait, let's try to crank this up, get this out of the way. Now let's check our military status. I'm gonna give our guys a little bit of rest. Let's send these guys back down south here. Now we got some friends. I think I'm going to improve relations with him to lower the antagonism. Holy shit, look at France. France just keeps expanding. That's like you either overtune France or you don't. France pretty much, but these two are just eating everything up in sight. As much as I would love to have stability, I'm just going towards individualism this time. I want to get our debts paid off. There's the first one. I'm going to get all our economies of scale back in operations. I'm happy with giving this out. This will make my life a little bit easier. I didn't want to have this kind of split, but this will still work in my favor. Plus, all these guys can send troops for me on my behalf. I took another loan. It's like the game can't decide if I'm going to make money or lose money a turn. Okay, so I lost some money again. Okay. I do wish it made up its mind which way we're going here. Calculation's definitely not accurate. Take our chances. Are we even converting down here? I didn't think we were. The new world's been discovered. Yay. Okay. Let's look and see what we got left. Part of me wants to wait till we're really close to absorbing him. Then we go wild. Yeah, I'm not buying the New World right now. I took my gamble on the other stuff. I really want to get the art school so we can try to pull ahead of Woo. We just can't afford anything right now. All right, another one's done. Is everything converted? Yes. And we'll start absorbing him. Copa. Not happening anytime soon. At least our annexation process is going really well, guys. I mean, that's what I like. Okay, can we pay off that stupid debt? Yes. All right, there. One of those debts done. I want to crank down my military forts. I don't dare want to touch this slider ever at this point. We got too many subjects. It doesn't help this guy is not that good at anything. And can we touch that? I would like to get this complete. Because that'll free up about 200 ducats, which then we can start rolling our face in money again, which will be nice. And we can kind of focus on further strengthening our RGO's economy, everything, and start getting some bigger cities. I'll have her marry the heir for some random reason. I don't know why, but we will. We got a lot of follow throughs. I like this though. The Golden Horde is gone, but he's still a tributary of Vladimir, and they're paying Vladimir now. I would like to attack him, but I want to get kind of everything stable. We had quite a bit of chaotic wars. The Ottoman slave uprising, I don't know if there's really anything you can do to fix that. There's 10 different locations. I partly attempted to let it trigger and just wipe them out so it resets. The Mongolian one, I don't even know about that one. I could release, because I don't even think I have coarseness. No, I don't. How much would it cost to release this guy? I don't want to, but I'll give him a lot of land. No. We'll just smile and nod. This one I kind of want to release since we just don't have much use for it right now. If I released him, how much did it cost me? 22 only. I'll release him. I kind of treat these guys more like islets, just kind of in their own little area. Nobody gives a damn about them, kind of thing. The reason I consider that is I have such a vast empire. Some of this area further out was all autonomous anyway. It's like I kind of released this guy down here. Oh, he wasn't real anyway. He wasn't real. I'll be damned. Well, you know, I'm gonna leave it just in case Morocco decides they want to attack me again. We're almost there, guys. I'm gonna crank up culture investment. And we are finally done. I'm happy, guys. That took too damn long. All right. Let's pay off this debt and we'll focus on rebuilding the economy. And let's get more conversions going here. I'll focus on Mugla, I guess. The rest of these guys, they can stay in a coalition against me. I'm fine with that. Cabinet seat's going to help us a lot. We've been hurting on that. Paved roads is going to make a difference on our money. We'll have more control. So right now, speaking of which, we need to rebuild our control here. Aegean Sea, Black Sea. There we go. Oh, we want to improve our infrastructure. That'll help a lot. All right, debt's done. I feel like I'm ready to go Braveheart and scream freedom at this point. We took care of Hungary on the coalition. No, we didn't. 48. I won't wait till we get matchlock, I think. I don't know. We gotta follow through. No, we lost that on Egypt. We did lose that. Dang it. We definitely are dropping in population. Let's see what else we can do with our control. It's satisfaction. Which satisfaction, they want sturdy grains. Well, unfortunately, we're not able to get sturdy grains. Couldn't even tell you where we could get sturdy grains. That's all livestock. So I think I've got one sturdy grain. There's a sturdy grain up there, but I think that's in a different area. Yep, that's in a new trade zone. But I don't think we developed much over here. And if sturdy grains are needed so bad, it's maxed out. Somebody put a town there. I bet they did. Or we can produce that. Okay, we got some right here. Let's max these out. Let's see if we can get some more trade over here. So we can export it back to Constantinople. Okay, new cabinet seat. This will help a lot. Any decent family members? Not really. I think our family tree kind of went to hell. Oh, let's arrange another marriage. There we go. I have thought about taking this land and integrating it. This guy is just disloyal. These guys have been with us for a very long time. Maybe we go ahead and improve all these and absorb this side here so we connect all the way. Start getting rid of the old, bring in the new. Oh, let's see what we got for trade. Bet we don't have much. A lot of towns, just not enough trade posts. It looks like. Let's change that. I didn't ask for this. Why would you do this to me? Oof, we're gonna go in debt again. Cut that down. Random stability hit. Ugh. Special, I'm trying to build the economy up. And let's convert. I'm gonna try to get all this done. That way we have less rebellions. I am just tempted to let this fire. Let our vassals help wipe it out. It's 10 locations. The Mongols is 8 over here. Oh, that dude's getting wiped out. Never mind. I don't have to worry about that. Oh, good. I think. Okay, he ate everybody. What happened to my annexation? What the fuck? When did I lose that? What the hell happened here? I want to check something. Thank you for the likes, guys. What the hell? And no, I'm not doing Iron Man, just so you guys know, because the game is still too unstable. I don't see the point in it. I know some people are like, but you don't know if you're cheating, blah, blah, blah. You can follow and see it on a lot of this stuff on this Ottoman speedrun. I haven't played off camera. It's like, what the hell? I want to go back and see when he fell. That doesn't make any sense when he dropped, unless it's because I nexted him. That's what I wanted to see, if I nexted him, if it would release him again, because he was close. Surely he didn't get his troop wiped out. We'll go back a couple years and just see if I can't. Okay, that doesn't make any sense, unless he got wiped out at Hungary, and I didn't see it because I had so much going on the screen. Okay, he's still here. Everything's set up. Is it because I annexed him? Did that really just happen because I annexed him? I am confused here now. So the only thing we lost was a couple years. I want to pay attention to this because I feel like that's a bug. So if I annex him and he suddenly just reforms again, then that's a hell of a bug. So let's find out again. As his army's not wiped out, his standing army's still here. I've been in position. I really just want to test this, because that's got to be a bug from hell, if that's the case. Oh yeah, we didn't release that guy. I'm not going to release anybody yet. I just want to see what's going on here. Just so weird, guys. I don't know. This seems like a bug. If it holds true that he just dropped off, then that's one hell of a bug. Then there's no point in vassalizing him ever. We'll just let it go. I'm going to pay attention most I can. Kevin, remember. All right, we'll take stab hit again. I want to keep an eye just particularly on that one. So I think that is a true bug. That'd be one hell of a screwed up bug if that's true. right, that's the one I want right there. I think they went a little crazy on the towns. Okay, we lost somebody. That's fine. We'll fix that. I just want to really test this out real fast. Because if that's really true, that just screams a bug from hell to me. Which is explain why I lost everything and just didn't see anything. So we're gonna run it through one more time and see. I'm baffled. Which then that'd be a word of advice to everybody: do not vassalize a horde. As when you annex them, you lose everything. Because the theory was his remaining vassals flip over to me. I've annexed him. It's over. But maybe that's not the case. Which is, if it isn't the case, holy crap, that sucks. Then you're better off finding one piece of land you want to take that has a bunch of claims on him, or you make him an unloyal vassal and you just attack him. That'd be the only way to save your land, would be to make him disloyal and turn on him. Which, that would be crazy. That's what you have to do. But you can't risk wiping out his army and the kind of firepower you have. He's only got like a stack of 2,000. But I'm beyond curious if that's what's going to happen. He just drops. He didn't lose any troops. Something to do with a regency? Feel like that's got to be a bug. So you just lose that territory. So all that time I was annexing him, I should have went to war with him. That's wild. Okay, so note to self, you guys are doing this, don't vassalize him. You're gonna lose him. I kind of shocked by this. Yeah, this one heavily throws me off. I don't know how this happened. And we don't have any claims to go after any of his guys. Well, we might with this guy, I don't know. Does he have any outside claims? So we'd have to see if anybody's got claims on him, which I think a few do. Yeah, they do. So yeah, you'd have to attack him, which is interesting. He doesn't even have vassals anymore. So everybody's free now. I never expect that. Thank you for the likes, guys. I was thinking it was just going to be business as usual. That's one hell of a curveball. Well, we're definitely not going to be able to get our achievement at 1500 now, unfortunately. I mean, by 1500. I was hoping we could have. I still believe you can either get it done by 1450 or 1500. The historical Ottomans of 1682, when they were at their zenith. I really do strongly believe that. I really think you can, and I think you can stabilize it. There's a few other things that I did that I should have done differently at the start, but I do want to see if I can take on the Mamluks earlier by maxing out bays and trying to get as much regulars as possible. I think it might be possible. I have to tweak a few things. I mean, the biggest thing is you're going to have to rush to get regulars as quick as possible if you're going to start eating into them. And you're going to want to take this area down here to cut them off, because this is all uncontrolled land. Because I mean, that's what's even kicking our butt. We don't have really strong control yet. We just were about to get paved roads to help boost our control quite a bit. Yeah, that sucks. I did not expect to lose that. But yeah, we weren't going to get this by 1500. That's really, these were the two areas mostly that we stalled out on. So to the viewers, if you guys have enjoyed the Ottoman streams and the Ottoman playthrough, I am more than happy to go for another run. I just don't want to bore you guys out. I'm willing to go for another attempt. I think it's possible either by 1450 or 1500. I think though you got to have some stars align to actually pull it off, because if you get some certain RNG events, I think that can derail you. I feel like it's a matter of how fast and how lucky you can get on these a certain series of events. I think decentralization and vassal swarm is going to be your best effectiveness as well. Even in 1.1, if they ever figure out how to fix it, I think vassals is still going to be good until you can get to the point where you're going to flip to centralization and have 1 or 2 vassals. But the big thing I learned from this is do not release him, do not vassalize him. You'll lose that. That's a good chunk of territory we lost just randomly. So just take that as note for those that have been kind of following to see how to really maximize the Ottomans. I would not do this. I think that ultimately at the end, I think that hurt us more. Yeah, because that was pretty rough. But yeah, if you guys want me to do another Ottoman run, I'm more than happy to do it. I'll probably do that in breaks. I am not burnt out on EU5. I know you guys have been enjoying this, and 1.1 I'm still iffy about, but yeah, I don't think we can hit this, especially losing that. I thought about hitting this and then truce breaking. Yeah, we can't get it. I lost my claim and everything. That's just wild. It's like I thought I missed something, and I guess I really did. I guess at a certain point they truly reform and they are no longer a horde. But to me, that seems like one hell of a bug. Because I only had maybe a couple years left to absorb him. I mean, the only other thing I could do is maybe take a province or two to see if I could speed that up. I mean, that's an option. Well, let's theorycraft this. Let's theorycraft that. I'm curious because maybe it's a certain fixed time period. Let's just hypothetically look at this. Because yeah, it would make no sense to ever vassalize a horde. All right, so I'm going to go here. He's almost done. He's at 100%. So I'm going to go ahead and I can't even seize land. He has no heir. I'm gonna try this. Let's see what happens. I'm testing something here. Is it because the ruler died with no heir? I want to kind of figure out why this happened and how we can prevent it. Surely there's a circumstance that is missed. And if we can figure that part out, maybe you can still utilize hordes. So it looks like the guy had no heir. So maybe that was the problem. Because it said it went to an interim, which means they're trying to find a new leader. So I'm curious if that's what happened. And with the stability, as always, we're gonna just lower that for now. And let's just speed through this. I am curious what's gonna happen. And you just gave us 400 for that? Cool. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. I'm really curious if we can pull this off now. I'm just banking money for now. I think there's got to be some formula to this, to what happened. Okay, we still have it. And it may be because the ruler died. And so they split up. I'm curious if that is truly the problem behind the scenes. I'm gonna turn that off. I don't need that. My vassals can handle that. Because I don't... It's all, to me, kind of also a learning experience to kind of see if hordes are still good to have. He is catching up to me on that. So far, we have not fell apart. And okay, we're still holding true to everything. Okay, not worried there. Come on, hold true. Wonder if it was just because the ruler died. We put our son on the throne because they had no leader. I'm very curious. And while we're messing with this, I'm going to go ahead and rebel crackdown on the slaves. may have found the answer to it. Let's see. Okay, so far it's held. I'm going to go ahead and treat this as if it's held though real fast. Make sure we do this. Since we're hurting on grains. Unless I already did that. Yeah. Okay. It's already been set up. Never mind. Admittedly, I'm going to be in shock if this is really true. That the whole reason it melted down was because of that. It's almost done. We'll know very quickly, guys. Sponsor the noble arts. Nah. Guess we'll expand our docks. We'll see if we get anything. Okay, that one's been absorbed. We may have found the answer. I'm hoping that was the case, but let's find out. Those guys are gone. Still got a lot of Orthodox to deal with. Venice is disloyal as hell. Let's see. That's just because I made him change. I haven't done anything with these guys at all, so that's probably why. We're close. I'm curious if this is going to hold true now. And do I need to improve any bit right now? No. We'll switch to mass assimilation. Let's see if we can finish Thrace. I'm just going to keep things going. Maybe we found the answer. Maybe it had to do with the air dying. I mean, we still won't get to the 1500, but at least we'll know the answer of what happens. I am suspicious that that is the core root of the problem, but we'll find out here soon enough. Paved roads too, we're gonna really boost everything. I'm just kind of waiting to play this out to see what happens here. Okay, we're at cap. I'm going to go ahead and improve relations with everybody around here, since we are kind of waiting to see what happens here. All right, there we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and speed through that. Rules see fit. Yeah, rules we see fit. Time to go pound sand, and there we go. I still can't believe Woo has everything. That's crazy. Okay, so far he's held. That may have been the problem, that if he dies, then that's what happens. We'll know more in a second, guys. I think we had the answer. Since they had no air, he died, it disbanded. We'll find out though. I'm waiting with bated breath to find out what happens here. And we'll also find out what happens to the rest of them. All right, one more month and he is gone. All right, did we lose the empire? Got it. Now, did we inherit all his subjects? Yep, so they flipped over to me. Okay, so that is the problem. You got to monitor his ruler. If his ruler dies and he has no heir, the horde breaks apart. That's what the problem was. Downside is, yeah, we hit 1500. So ultimately, we were short on this part here and short on about this part here as far as the 1682 Ottoman Empire. I'm not disappointed with this. I mean, we've got I think we needed a little bit more Hungary if I was looking right. I kind of traced on what it was on the thumbnail. So, I mean, it's a vast empire just to pull that off. But yeah, I think it is doable. I think at the end of the day, you could pull it off. I'm still sold on that. You can. I know it's weird to say that, but I'm still sold that you can. A lot of these are converted. We just have to beat down the uprisings again, which isn't bad. I mean, all we gotta do is just keep cracking down. It just sucks that we have to do this every so often. It's not a lot. Let's see, where's it at? There it is. And we should start rolling in a lot more money because of our trade. Plus, we are upgrading the roads, which the paved roads is a must. It's a huge upgrade to everything to build up your control. As you can see, it's starting to climb a little bit more as we get more paved roads. And that's kind of where we're looking at here. Is how to keep building this up. I am still sold we can pull this off. I might give this another go soon, guys. I am very curious if you can fight the Mamluks early and win, though. All right, so we're gonna stop here tonight, guys. Appreciate all hanging out here. We did our best on that, but think we expanded really good on that. I think by 1600 we would have had all this, and I think we would have been pushing into India. This is just, I know this is what everybody's bitching about on Reddit, is these two pretty much taken over Europe, just unstoppable. 1.1 is not good though. They've broken so much stuff, so I'm hoping that they improve it. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you for tuning in late night stream. You guys are wonderful. Love having you all here. We will I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to try to get a couple streams in tomorrow. That way we can have some fun and kind of go through there. But yeah, we'll close out on that. Just never got to the Mamluks. I think that's got to be very important. And at least we also got the answer on that Horde thing. What was causing the split? I bid you all good night. And I hope your Saturday goes well. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Good night.